Hey y'all, good afternoon. Lois with Ellie Grace's Attic here, and I am going live this afternoon to make a candy corn pumpkin. Right, I normally don't decorate for Halloween. I say that every year, but I find myself seeing all the cute little Halloween decorations, and I'm actually making this for a friend. So she really loves Halloween, and so I'm gonna make this candy corn. I found this cute material at none other than the Dollar Tree. Okay, if you look in their craft section, it was not really prominent. It was just a small little bin on the bottom shelf mixed in with felt and googly eyes and all the things, and it came rolled up, right, like quarter size, and it was about yay long, and it had stickers around it. It was $1.25, and this looks like probably a quarter of a yard. So this is what we're going to use today. This was the inspiration for my candy corn pumpkin. Who doesn't love candy corn, right, for the fall? In fact, it's kind of a guilty pleasure. It's nothing but pure sugar, but it's so good. And I usually get an extra bag and stash it for when you really need that good jolt. Candy corn does the trick. So we're going to see what we can do with this. I kind of have an idea. This little wood cutout I also got at the Dollar Tree. I was trying to see, it's probably about 10 inches in diameter. So that's what we're going to be using today. And I'm going to be putting the fabric on these little 3D portions of it. So we're going to see, I kind of just threw stuff on the table. We're going to see how it works out. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lois East. I own Ellie Grace's Attic, an online creative company where we do all things crafty. We make wooden signs that we sell over on our Etsy shop, elliegracesattic.etsy.com. We're always here on Facebook, bringing you a new DIY craft that you can do for your home on a budget, right? I'm gonna see if I can untie this so I can save the twine and put it back on. But anyway, that's who we are. Sometimes we're doing crafts, sometimes we're doing easy mom-friendly recipes. You never know what you're gonna get, but we always try to come on with something to inspire you, to use the creativity God has given you. And so today we're going to do that with some candy corn, okay? So I'm going to take this raffia off because we're going to be making a bow for this. It's just hot glued on there. Maybe I can get it off. I'm sorry, I know I'm moving the table. Give me just a second here. Let me get some different scissors here. If you're watching this live, go ahead and say hi in the comments. This is probably not the best way to get this off with the pointy scissors that are pointing at me. But we're gonna use what we got and make it work. Yeah, say hi in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, what you're up to today. Have you all gotten, I know it's 100 degrees outside. Have you gotten your fall decorations out yet? I hope this inspires you to do something fallish or Halloween-y. That's an official word, by the way. All right, let me try to get this hot glue off. Let me see, I think I might have. Can I scrape it with this? I probably should have did this before I got on the live. Nope, that's not gonna work. Hold on, friends. I have a little flat thingy-majiggy. We might just not worry about it because we're going to paint over that and we're going to be putting a bow back in the same spot. So we got the bulk of it off. Usually hot glue just pops right off, but this must have been a special type of hot glue because it is not cooperating. Hi Susan, so glad you're on today, all the way in Michigan. How are you guys doing up there? Sitting in the, oh, you're painting too. What are you painting today? I love crafting, painting. All right, so we got it off as best we could. So now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get some Mod Podge onto these pieces that are kind of popping up, the little 3D pieces. I thought about popping them off, but then I'd have to put them back on. So we're gonna see, I'm gonna try to Mod Podge the material on here and then cut around it with my razor knife. So we're gonna see if that's gonna work. All right, so I'm just putting a good layer of Mod Podge on these top pieces. I really hope this works. You never know. Sometimes I have it all planned out and it's something I've done 100 times and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna show my friends how to do this. And sometimes I just have wild hair. Which I knew I wanted to put that candy corn material onto this pumpkin. I've had them sitting together for a minute on my work table, but I just haven't thought past that. So here we are. All right, so I'm gonna take this material and I'm gonna try to get close to the corner so I'm not wasting all of the material. I'm just gonna lay it like that and press it down really good, as good as I can, and stretch it out. I probably should have ironed it first, but again, didn't think that far. Susan said she is painting a snowman riding a candy cane. Wonderful. I have on my cardigan today, not because it's chilly outside, although it was in the low 60s this morning when I woke up. The high is gonna be like 85 today. So fall is trying to get here, but it hasn't made it just yet. All right, so we're pretty much adhered, stuck down, and I'll put another layer on top, but I have this handy dandy little razor knife. You can find these in most every craft department. You could also, if you have a super sharp pair of scissors, you can use that as well for this. Just be careful. So because those little pieces protrude, that's going to give me an edge to cut with, and so I'm just going to use my little razor knife and I'm going to go along the edge and hope it does what I want it to. You might have to kind of help it go back a couple times, and it's okay if it's not perfect. That's not what we're going for. We like a little rustic happening. So you'll see that razor knife just cutting the material. And so I'm just tracing basically along the edge. Okay, so got that. Is it all? Yeah, so you'll see it goes pretty fast. And I'll come around this side. Maybe. Some of it might be a little bit stubborn, but that's okay. It's coming along pretty good here. You kind of have to hold down the material to see. Of course, you might not have to, but I wear bifocals. So let me just kind of go down and come back up. There we go. Oops, my blade decided it wanted to come out. Let me tighten it up. There we go. cute. Oh my gosh, this candy corn material is giving me all the fall vibes. Susan, I hope you share a picture. Come back in the comments and show us your snowman. I love snowmen. I used to have a big collection of snowmen, but I don't anymore. I had to part with them when I moved. I had that many of them. Okay. I'm gonna come back. From the bottom. Cute. It's okay if some of your little corners are loose after you cut off the material, because we're going to add a layer of Mod Podge on the top that's going to seal that. Okay, well, let me do it like this. So now we're going to go around that big piece in the center. I love not only candy corn, but pumpkins. My husband is like, do you think you have enough pumpkins? I'm like, I don't know that one could ever have enough pumpkins when it comes to fall decorating. I mean, and I haven't even made it to the local farmer's market to get real pumpkins for the porch, but I do try to not buy those too early, because they tend to, in the heat, we're in North Alabama, so even though fall's trying, it's still a little warm to put out those pumpkins. I saw someone, there was a tip online the other day I saw where they sprayed their pumpkins. I can't remember what it was, but they spritzed them with something before they put them out, and it's supposed to help them last longer. So I don't know, do you all have any tricks for that? Do you put out real pumpkins? All right, I'm just kind of maneuvering this around. There are probably easier ways to do this. I thought about just flipping it over and tracing it, but then I thought, well, if I happen to move the material, that's gonna be, I don't know, pros and cons. But I knew I didn't want to pop those little things off, so there was that. And it's going pretty fast. It's just, I don't think I put enough Mod Podge on the ends. Alrighty. There we go. Again, we're not going for perfect. I love when the fabric, I really love using textiles. If you've seen, I want to say, the last couple of crafts we did, we used textiles, and I'm going to be, not really sewing. I have a, oh, thank you, Miss Susan. I love seeing what other people are working on. You never know, what you're working on might inspire someone else to be creative or think, oh, I can do that. All right, cute. All right, we got some wispies. Look how cute this looks so far. Look at this little guy, so sweet. It's really making me want a candy corn super bad. kind of like Legally Blonde, where she's dressed like the 4th of July, and her friend says, "You look just like the 4th of July. It's making me want a hot dog real bad." Definitely gonna have to go dig out my candy corn stash after this. Oh my goodness. You never know what you're gonna hear on this page, but we do real talk here, so I'm not gonna hide my candy corn obsession. All right. I tell you what, this little razor knife, if you do not have one, I would encourage you to get one if you're a regular crafter of any kind, or even just a mom. These little boogers come in handy for all kind of projects, not just crafting, school projects. I've used it once to decorate some fondant on a cake to help me get precise cuts. And I've got this thing is probably like, I don't know, 100 years old. It's quite old. I've had it forever and a day. So I want to say I got this particular one at Hobby Lobby years ago. Okay, I'm going to kind of brush some of the wispies off. We're almost done. It looks cute just like this, but you know I cannot leave that background just like that. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to flip it because I'm left-handed. And that's gonna be a little bit easier for me to finish it off. There we go. So to get it started there. All right, just kind of have to hold down that fabric there to get it taut so I can find the edge. There we go. Oop. And like I said, it's okay. We're gonna cover. It looks cute, just the fabric by itself on the natural pumpkin as the background. And we could probably add a button. There we go. Move that to the side. We could probably, I mean, come on, how cute is this? Look at that candy corn fabric. Super, super cute. We could leave it just like this and add a bow, and I think it would be stinking cute. But y'all know I can't just leave it. We're gonna go ahead and just go on the top of this fabric. I'm gonna leave the wispies because I like them. I might cut a few of them because we do have to paint, but we're gonna kind of just go over just to seal them to that wood. It's gonna dry clear, don't freak out. Mod Podge is another one of those staples you should invest in. It's really cheap, but it's good to have on hand for all the projects. It's gonna dry clear and really seal that down to the wood. Trying to get the edges really good. Some people use gloss. I do use the gloss on my puzzles, but I like matte for just the everyday stuff. Is that Sometimes it needs a little extra help, so I'm gonna put some more underneath it. There we go. And we're gonna do this. If you're just hopping on, say hi in the comments, even if it's the replay. Do us a favor, sprinkle the video, share it with your friends. Hopefully this inspires them to get crafty. All right, so I just added a layer. Like I said, it's gonna dry clear. I added a layer of Mod Podge just to really seal that in. Let me get that sponge in the water so it doesn't get crusty. And let me see. All right, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna paint around the edges black. And I'm gonna try to do some black glitter. I put a little touch of white glitter in my paint just to kind of give it some texture, but I think on top of that, I might add some more glitter because you never have enough glitter. So I'm just gonna paint along the edges. I'm not really worried about the side, just trying to get the edges covered. And then we're gonna do some sparkle on it. Like I said, I did put a little glitter flecks into my black paint just to kind of do texture. So I wasn't sure what I was coming back with, but now that I'm seeing it, definitely think I need a top layer to really give it some shine. So this is what we're looking like so far. So cute. This almost makes me want to do some Halloween stuff on my mantle, but I hope my friend likes this. It's okay too if you get on the material. I think that just kind of adds to the cohesiveness of it. If there's a little black, kind of giving it some 3D, some depth happening. Cute. The material took the longest part, but oh my goodness. For those of you who don't follow us on a regular basis, I would love it if you would hit those 3 little dots in the upper right hand corner and click live notifications. You'll get notified when we go live, which is maybe, sometimes it's once a week, sometimes it's every other week, just depends. Our videos, you can also hop on over to YouTube and subscribe over there. You'll see all of our videos in one collection. We're also on Pinterest and Insta and TikTok, like all the places, all the webs. So we'd love for you guys to hang out with us and follow along, and like Miss Susan, inspire us to paint a snowman riding a candy cane. I'm excited to see that. I hope she hops back on and shares that later, because that's going to be cute. So now this is what we have so far. I just added black. Look how cute that is. But now I feel like it needs some glitter, and you can kind of see some of the texture that maybe, let me do that. You can kind of see some of the texture that was added with that glitter I put in the black. But right now, and all I did, that was Anita's all-purpose. It was just black, plain old black. I threw some regular white glitter in the paint for that texture. But this is some clear hologram glitter acrylic paint. I got it at Hobby Lobby forever ago. It says $4.29, but I can guarantee you I didn't pay that because Lois buys everything on sale. So I'm sure I got it for at least 40% off because Hobby Lobby's awesome like that. All right. Just pay attention when those things go on sale. They do rotate out. So now I'm just putting the same brush into this clear glitter, and I'm gonna just kind of go over the black that I've already done. Trying to not gop it into one spot. Oh my gosh, it's cute. Oop. I'm just gonna kind of fun. It's really the glitter paint is pretty thick, so I probably should have added just a touch of water to it, but oh my gosh, it's stinking cute. It's just given, and depending on where you put it, how the light hits it. So cute. It definitely has some sparkle. Now we got some sparkle happening for sure. All right. I think I'm almost finished with that. This is what we have. It's still pretty wet. Isn't that cute? It's just the right amount of shimmer happening. All right, I'm gonna kind of hit it with the blow dryer, so I'm gonna make a little bit of noise. Let me close this up really good. This paintbrush in the water here, bear with me. It's time to paint or wash the paintbrushes. If you're like me, they collect in the cup, so I have about 10, 12 of them in there, and I need to wash them. All right, kind of bring this down and turn it over so I'm not totally working in paint. So now we're going to make a little bow to go on the top. I have just some orange burlap I think I'm going to use as my base. I'm going to kind of move that over. I'm going to do orange burlap. I've got this came off of a bigger roll, but you can use ribbon, whatever you have on hand. I got this ribbon because I thought it was fun and fallish. So I'm probably going to use that. I'm just going to do something really simple. I'm not going to do a crisscross bow or anything. I'm just going to lay some single ribbons together, and we're going to kind of just tie them in the middle. Just a real simple bow. Let's see. I might go ahead and do a couple pieces like that. Just layering it. Well, let me get a piece of twine. I always have a roll of twine handy as well because twine goes with everything. All right, so now I'm going to kind of pinch my bar. Do I need it? Which way is longer? I'm probably going to do it this way. I'm going to pinch that in the middle. It's going to look like this. We're just going to kind of pinch it in the middle. I don't need a super giant bow, so I'm going to kind of pinch it all together here and just kind of, again, isn't really this is a super easy, just like bow tie bow situation. I'm gonna flip that over. We're gonna tie it in a knot first, and then we'll wrap it around a few times and kind of fluff it up from there. Maybe. Right. You do not have to be a super duper professional bow maker to do this. This is just, all I did was lay that one piece of burlap down, and then I kind of just layered some ribbons on top of it and then pinched it in the middle. This works really well for a small situation. You know, I didn't need a big, the big bows are pretty. I'm not knocking them. This is just super easy. And this one didn't really call for anything crazy fancy. So that's what we have, just a cute little bow. I'm gonna kind of wrap my twine around a couple of times just to kind of give it a center. I'm gonna tie it off in the back. I'm gonna snip these little tails off, just kind of where they're not gonna be seen. Sometimes I leave them depending on what I'm making. So this is what we have, and it's got that little pop of color that we wanted. It's got all the colors in it. We're gonna add a button to this little cutie pie here in a second. So it's gonna go on the top like that. Isn't that cute? It's the perfect addition to our glitter pumpkin. So let me see if my hot glue gun is hot. I think it is. And we are gonna, I can still kind of see that spot where the hot glue was that wouldn't come off. And we're just gonna stick this bad boy kind of right there. So cute. I'm gonna kind of still spread it out just a little bit, floofing it up just a little. So cute. And then, am I stuck? Kind of press it down and hold it down for just a second. Make sure it sets. Once it sets, it's good. And then, I mean, it's cute like this. Look at that. But again, you know I need a button. You gotta have a button somewhere. I wonder if I could, should I put this raffia back? I hate to waste stuff. Oh, the raffia might even be cute on it. Y'all know, waste not, want not, right? So we're gonna add this little piece of raffia too, just for a little extra floof. I'm so glad we didn't just leave that on there though by itself, because yeah, no fun. Okay, hold it down. Oh, I just burnt myself. I forgot. I have some little covers that my friend gave me, and bless America, I keep forgetting to get them out. Well, it's because I don't usually hot glue till the end, right? But that's okay. There we go. We're just gonna kind of fluff that, and we're gonna hot glue one more piece, our button in the middle. So when you take stuff apart like that, don't throw away the little pieces. You might end up using it again, like I did for this raffia. It just was a nice little touch. Gluing my button down. Is it on there? Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. So here is our Dollar Tree candy corn pumpkin. Look at that. Y'all, seriously, I want a candy corn. It's gonna happen here in just a second. So our material, they had a few different kinds, okay? Candy corn, I wanna say they had some pumpkins and some fall leaves, but check it out. Like I said, it wasn't in the prominent like Thanksgiving section. It was back with their regular craft items. in a little bin on the bottom shelf. $1.25 for, it's about probably a quarter of a yard, which you'll see I did this and I still have quite a bit left if I want to do a different project. And then the little wooden cutout, right? We got that at Dollar Tree as well, $1.25. So we Mod Podged the material on there. Then we did some black paint around the edges. We went over that with some clear glitter. You'll see the sparkle in there. And then we made our little bow. And I'm gonna take, where is it? I don't know what I did with the little piece of twine that I took off, but oh, here it is. I'm gonna add the little hanger back. So then my friend can either set it up in a little vignette or she can hang it up if she wants to. So I hope this inspires you to do some fall crafting, and definitely check out the fabric at the Dollar Tree. So I love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Happy crafting.